Ooh, bump the mic there.
Hey, Catalyst crew. Welcome to Catalyst Corner, episode 63. It's Sunday, so we've got Partially Proficient on here with us, and, yeah, let's get into it. How you doing, Paul?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. Last time around, I think I let you know, wife and kid were away. They were gone for about 3 weeks.
You were doing, you were subscribing to the Evan diet.
Yeah, pure isolation in humanity.
Yeah, a lot of inward exploration and
the content was pumping out there for a minute.
Oh, it's very, very good it's very interesting because since I've cracked,
it was very scuffed content because TikTok failed me entirely.
It's scuffed because you're not doing it long enough. Like if you do that for like 6 months, you're gonna be throwing out diamonds.
What I mean is that I'd get the editing all done and then I'd post and it would go back to pre-edited state. Yeah, TikTok was failing me.
Well, let me ask you this. Taking TikTok out of the equation.
Yeah. I was just getting a shitload done.
You were just cranking out content.
You see, I got a lot of painting done. I got real good at Street Fighter.
Yeah, you're almost a platinum.
Yeah, well, I probably about a game away.
Yeah.
So that's where the real players actually start anyway. So I'll see how good I actually am at that point.
I just, I don't know. I mean, it's not a healthy lifestyle.
But you do get shit done.
Oh, as far as creativity goes, it is, if you want to fast track the creativity.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just isolate yourself from mankind. Your brain will start doing weird shit.
Yeah.
You just have to make.
Oh, I've done all the tricks.
Stimulus.
If you stay up later too, you're more creative. That's fucking science.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So stay up late.
Do you know how much painting I do at 2, 3 a.m.?
Don't talk to anybody. Yeah. And you will be a creative genius.
And that's Evan's guarantee. Anyone listening today.
Yeah. I mean, you have to destroy your life. Just to be clear, it doesn't work unless you absolutely light your life on fire. Because you have to do that, otherwise.
I feel like most people with any sort of artistic leanings right now are like, yeah.
Yeah,
that's accurate.
Like somebody,
sure.
Here's the thing. I wasn't sure if this was accurate, right? Mm-hmm. I watched a documentary the other day on Todd McFarlane, who, I don't know if you know this, he's my... I don't ever expect to be anywhere near him as far as scale or contribution
incredible.
Or anything. But I look at his mentality, right?
Okay.
Here's a guy who came up, wanted to do it his way, and basically, even after he got his shot, told the studios to eat a bag of dicks, we're going to do it my way.
Yeah,
and he was right.
He's cool.
Because he's a genius on top of it, right?
Right.
He's a crazy person, though. If you listen to him talk, they were interviewing his wife and shit, and she's like, there's a lot of duality to him. He can be fun and joking, but then he gets very serious. And I'm like, I know what that means. You know what I mean?
You're like,
so that's the thing.
You're feeling kindred with him. You're
in a
wow.
way, I'm like the D version of it, right?
Yeah.
But
the fucking Wish version.
Right. I'm like, no, yeah. I'm the AliExpress version of Todd McFarlane. But what I'm saying is that you hear what he says, right?
Right.
And it's just
sure.
that may, yeah, okay. So it's not just me being crazy and going you kind of have to just set your life on fire and
Yeah, and then you'll be okay and successful. Well, sort of, sometimes.
I mean,
you'll be creative at least.
That's the thing, though, is
you'll have the juice necessary.
Yeah, you have the juice. That's the trick of it, is that...
Not necessarily the means of delivery.
You might not make it, but the only way to get the juice...
Yeah, it's fucked up a process, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would be less fucked up if capitalism wasn't so harsh.
Yeah, it is.
It's weird. Art and capitalism
they don't mesh well.
No, they're at odds for sure.
Yeah.
Let's veer though. I want to tell you, I'm glad, your family's back now.
Yeah.
How has been your entry into humanity?
I'm happier that way.
Yeah, it's a deep happiness. Sure.
Right?
How's the content?
Dropped off.
Yeah.
Shockingly. Now, to be fair, that's not entirely their fault. I started a side painting project that's for me.
Oh, you're doing a passion project.
Yeah, that's been eating a bit of my time.
That's
I didn't expect it to take quite so much away, but, shit happens.
I know. Well, I'm glad your family's back. I'm glad that you're a human again.
Yeah, it's good for me.
There can only be, one goblin.
Right. We can't all descend to your level.
I get it.
It doesn't work.
I get it.
It doesn't work.
I'm not advocating
me and
for
Jim,
it.
we all got different roles to play in this
I'm not advocating for it. And I tell, people, I'll talk to people sometimes, and they're like, well, how did you, because we're not anywhere near where I want to be.
Right.
But, when I tell people what we've done, right, with the podcast and the store and everything, they hear it and they go, oh, so you did something.
Right.
And they're like, how did you have the gumption to do it? And it's just, I don't ever tell them, because I don't want to give them the dead stare and just be like, I burned my life to the ground.
Yeah, I just neglected any sort of self-care.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had some trauma happen.
Yeah.
And as a result, I've become a shell of a human being.
Yeah, he's a different man than the one I once knew.
Yeah, and
yeah,
so,
he's still a good guy.
But then you have to then I'm lying to people. I'm just like, well, you just got to keep at it a little bit every day.
Right.
And
right.
And the truth is a lot of it every day.
Yeah.
In any case, let me tell you what happened to me.
Ahead.
So I don't know if you know this, but we have had record flooding.
Yeah, New Hampshire has been ridiculously rainy the past month?
Yeah, it's been
not as bad as Vermont. But
No. But I mean, here's the thing.
I got it a bit worse.
And I've talked to Jim F0123 Art about this a little bit. We have had flash floods. I have been at this location for over 10 years. I've never had a fucking flash flood.
Well,
we've had several. So that's
now
okay.
You got 'em.
Yeah, that's
a
okay.
thing now. You have to deal with it.
Right, I'm dealing with it. And what's interesting is last weekend we had an insane amount of rain. It was like Florida hurricane rain.
Crazy.
And
not our bag usually.
No. Everything's fine. And my partner keeps messaging me, right? And she goes, because I'm down here working. And she goes, you're not going to drown in the basement, are you? And I go,
it's like an odd concern.
Yeah, just because it's flooding outside and stuff, and the basement's underground. But I'm thinking don't put that out there. Don't tempt Poseidon.
It actually is going to bust in.
Why would you say that?
Ow.
So then, I let it go. I go, no, it's all good.
Right.
Then she gets home from work and goes, you're not going to drown in the basement, right? And now I'm thinking
well, she's kind of willing it.
Right. I'm like, are you doing this on purpose? Do you
she's
want me to drown in the basement? Right. And so Sunday night.
Okay,
last Sunday I come down here to, sometimes when I can't sleep and stuff, I'll do some of either the orders for Monday, or I'll do, some of the MK coasters or whatever.
Right.
And I sit down in my chair, and the wheel breaks first off, which is, it's annoying, but
right, sure.
In isolated, it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, it's a minor thing.
And then I put my foot down.
Yeah.
And I feel the sweet caress of water.
Good. There you go.
And it's not much at first.
Yep.
It's just a little...
Still pretty bad.
Little circle. Just a little circle under my foot.
Yep.
And I go, uh-oh. So I start with paper towels.
Okay.
I'm like,
sure.
maybe I can stop the bleeding, right?
Yeah, stop it early.
Right, and I'm thinking to myself, did I spill something? I hope so, because otherwise, this is coming from the ground.
Yeah.
Fast forward 3 hours. I'm not underwater, and it's not the entire room, right?
Okay.
But basically,
so not the entirety of the basement.
There was so much rain that a fucking artisanal spring sprung. I shit you not, because I've been dealing with this for about a week.
Yep.
This is an honest to God number. Over 500 gallons of water.
Yeah, it's quite a bit of flooding in the basement. You don't want that.
And it sounds it sounds bad, right? But like you're here now.
Yeah,
It's shitty. It's shitty.
It's a little damp.
But it doesn't seem like when I say 500 gallon, that seems like a swimming pool to me.
Yeah, that's what I thought of initially as well.
Right.
Yeah, like my first thought is like,
a swimming pool.
What do I compare that to? Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, no. So, I mean, I've just been slow. There's really not a lot you can do with the groundwater until it, like that. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah,
I just have to wait until it subsides. And then I can either pull the carpet up and try to seal it.
Damn.
Or, like, there's not much you can do, though, with groundwater.
That's some shit, huh?
Yeah, the joys of... And you know what's even worse? It's not, like, the town's responsibility or anything.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. So that's been pretty shitty. But, again, the way that everything is set up, we're still sending out orders.
Yeah, we're functional.
Yeah,
you got stuff working for that.
Right,
we're
wet.
Still doing this.
I just make everything. I just wear my bathing suit now when I do it.
Yeah, I'm wearing
fine.
my shoes, and that's a comfortable way
I wear
of
a
doing
bathing
it.
suit, and like it's fine. It's fun.
It's good.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's been hot. It'll keep you cool.
Yeah, it helps with the heat. And then the other thing is my partner's getting her phlebotomy certificate. She works in a lab, so she has to get that or whatever. And she says to me the other day, like, I need your help. And
Okay.
sure. I wherever I can help, because I know that doing this takes a strain on us. I'm like, yeah, all right, what do you need? I need your blood. I said, what?
Okay.
What do you mean by that? Because I'm thinking like, oh, the cult side of her's finally coming out. Like they're going to sacrifice me to Pazuzu.
Yeah. There's like a Cabal of Vampires or something. Whatever.
She's like, well, I got to practice, sticking needles in people.
Oh.
And I said, oh, well, that sounds horrible.
Yep. Okay.
So I've been losing like blood here and there every day.
I see.
Yeah, I got fucking holes in all my veins.
Now, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
So this is, I know your partner. Same person that, what was it, last time around we were doing this was sticking people in the lab for fun?
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't need your certificate to be participating in that.
Well, so here's the thing, right?
Okay.
If I wanted to draw blood from you right now, all I need is for you to go, yeah, that's fine. Like
Okay.
there's no oversight in that.
So what's the certificate? What's that about?
Well, that's so you can draw blood in a hospital, like in a legitimate, if a patient comes in and you have to draw blood.
Okay, right. So
Yeah.
so this is what fucking weirds me out, right?
Yeah.
You could say that to me, and Evan, I'd say to you, no.
Yeah, no shit.
You don't know how to do that.
Right.
There is a certificate to receive that says you know how to do that.
Well, so
And even
here was
still,
my
fuck
thought.
You don't get to have my blood for no reason.
Right. So here was my thought process in it all, though. Mm-hmm. I was like, either she'll be able to do it and I'm helping her,
Yep.
or she won't, and she'll end up putting some air in my veins, and I'll have an aneurysm and be dead. And it's a win-win to me. I'm just kidding.
This is just reinforced how fucking weird all of those people are.
She is very good at it, though. Like it,
Okay, that's good.
I've given blood before, and like it has been the least painful it's ever been. So she's very good at it. I give her a lot of credit for that. Those people are fucking lunatics, though.
Yeah, what the fuck is that about?
I don't know. Let's pivot.
Yeah.
Let's get into the episode now. I know people love hearing about some So we got another MK reveal.
Yes, it's coming
Now,
along nicely.
I was very excited because I'm a huge MK guy since I was 5.
Yeah, I had like MK2 and 3 on Super Nintendo.
That's what I'm saying.
We've like 5 years old. It's beautiful.
And I
core
love
memories.
I love all the events. I watch them. Like I sit. It's a thing for me. I like take some time, and I'm like, this is going to be fun for me. Right. And they were at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yep.
They didn't film it.
Yeah.
I was like really looking forward to the panel, and it's
super
odd.
cool.
It's odd. I know why they didn't film it. Because they're afraid that someone's going to slip up, like someone's going to ask a question and then slip up.
Yeah,
so
they'll
and
say
you're doing
something
it
they
live.
shouldn't. Right.
So that was kind of disappointing.
Sure, but
But whatever, they dropped the trailers that they were dropping almost immediately after they showed the people. So the first trailer they dropped was called the Umgandi trailer.
Yeah.
The first trailer we got was the reveal. Second trailer was the Lin Kuei trailer, obviously, the ninjas. Now we have the Ngandi. Ngati. Excuse me.
Please get it right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Ngati. Very cool. Very cool. Lee May, who, I mean, talk about like a whatever character.
Yeah, I was
like,
going to say out of left field, but
yeah,
okay.
No, well, I mean, she showed up in 10. She was like a refugee from
Sure.
Outworld in 10. Like, she's always kind of circled.
She's just like peripheral, but like she seems to have a major role here.
Yeah, I mean, I can get on board with it. I mean, everything we've seen so far, she looks like a competitive fighter. Her moveset is really cool. The animations are great. It's Kelly Hu who's gorgeous. Like,
It's about the Ngati.
Ngati.
There's only one thing I actually gave a shit about in that trailer.
I know. We'll get there.
Okay.
So
I'm
then,
just
so that was the
happy.
first reveal they showed Lee May, right?
Yeah.
And we were expecting, the community was expecting either Lee May or Ashra and Nitara. Those are that's the
Right,
rumor mill.
yep,
Like those
yep.
are the people that are circling. And then we get Tanya.
Yep.
Tanya's a fan favorite.
Yeah.
She's
Looks fantastic.
So here's the thing I wanted to talk about. When I saw her initially, I was
Yep.
like, this character, like, she's gorgeous.
Right.
Right.
She looks great.
She looks like supermodel good.
Yeah.
Right. I will say that the dreadlocks, I don't think dreadlocks in and of themselves are weird. It's just the weird that they're like loops.
Yeah, like
I
a
thought-
stylized.
Right. I was like, oh, that's kind of an odd hairdo, but I was like, but it fits. Like the whole
Sure.
design,
You're right. The character
Gorgeous.
design is great.
really, really, really good. There is, I have seen some of the most insane racist shit on forums, on Twitter. Like,
Yeah.
people are like,
It's
she's hideous, and it's like, what?
super fucking weird.
What do you? I've seen shit like this. Tanya's not black. It's like, what
Like,
fucking
who
game are
the-
you playing?
what- yeah. Wait, hold on. Have you ever looked at this character?
Right.
Like, what the hell?
Like, what a stupid fucking thing to say.
People are out of their fucking minds,
But like
dude.
to say that one fucking idiot goes, let's find out who the face model is and harass her so she quits.
What?
I swear to God. Can you fucking imagine?
No.
Like,
fucking way. Why? What
here's
the,
the
who
thing.
the fuck?
Well, so here's what sucks.
That blows me away, man. Seriously. That's insane. That anyone could think that.
I'm pretty deep in the MK. You know, I'm not as deep as some, but like you and I have MK11. I got over 200 hours on it.
yeah.
Probably more. Probably
I have
closer to 5.
mountains of time in that game.
The community, for the most part, is decent.
Yeah.
Like it really, like it's surprisingly
Seriously.
decent.
Having played with a lot of people over the years, met other people who are into it, I struggle to think of a negative interaction.
Yeah, I've had a few rage quitters in this. In the open. So I got access to the stress test, and I had a few people like screaming and yelling. But the way that I look at it is right. Those are just because the stress test was random. You're going to get those people, but at the level that we're playing at, everyone is super chill.
They're into it.
Yeah.
Like, this is their thing. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. You get a lot of people who aren't actually part of those communities just trying it out, and I think that's where you get a lot of people who have this weird negative influence.
Right. But to say, here's the thing.
That sounds kind of gatekeepy, but what I mean to say is the people who come in and who are going to be really into it don't act that way.
No, it's like, you know who it is? It's someone that's going to play like the campaign and then maybe 10 hours of online.
Right. And then say, oh, well, all the other characters are broken. I hate this, and leave.
Right. Well, they don't balance it good enough instead of actually learning the game.
Right.
But I will, like, there are some like, not to pick on, games or anything, but League of Legends, dude. That
fucking nightmare, hell on earth.
Right, and that's even people that are putting time into it.
I put 7 years into that game, and it is a hell.
Right.
And everyone who plays it, including myself, at the time needs therapy.
It's a toxic swamp.
Yeah.
And the thing is you don't feel that way in MK.
No, never.
Even
in a bad game, I never felt that way.
No, every now and then you'll get teabagged, right? Like you'll see that, but like that's as bad as it gets usually.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was really surprised when I read that tweet that someone would go that far with it.
Yeah, that's insane.
Here's the thing: if you don't find that
person is fucking unhinged.
If you don't find the character model for Tanya beautiful. That's cool.
Right.
That's okay.
Personal preferences,
That's okay.
all that.
Beauty is absolutely subjective.
Right.
But if you don't like it, don't play as her.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you fucking... It's not like you're a Tanya main and you're like, I fucking bleed for Tanya. I got her tattoo on my fucking arm. That's not my Tanya.
Some guy who's been playing Tanya since, what was it, MK4?
Yeah, MK4 is when she first came out.
Yeah, he's been playing her since MK4. He put the controller down. He's like, no more.
Yeah, he has like a sex doll of Tanya or something.
His whole life's revolved, and now it's... No.
Yeah, he puts the controller, not my Tanya. No, to me, it's just so bizarre. It's just so bizarre. And what's even crazier is subjectively, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, I would say so.
So, I don't know. I mean, I'd love to hear in the comments what you guys think. Do you like the character design for Tanya? I would like to maybe they make her eyes white, because that's always kind of been a thing for her.
Sure, part of the design.
That's very minimal.
Right.
So far, I've liked all of the designs for the most part.
Yep.
But then... this was such a bittersweet moment for me.
Oh, it was a big moment for me.
It was a bittersweet moment for me.
Yeah,
because
ahead.
Obviously, I made Noops. I bought an MK11.
Yeah, you did. Mm-hmm.
And got pretty good with them.
You sure did. Yeah, and you got very good.
Judging by the way that this game is going, it's not looking great for my boy Noob.
No, you're probably not getting them.
Which is very disappointing, because I love all these redesigns, and I'd love to see what he looks like. But you know who we are getting?
Getting my guy.
And who's that?
That's my boy Baraka.
And he looks...
I love him. God,
I gotta tell you something.
He looks good.
This is the best Baraka design ever.
Oh, it's true to his original. He's very classic.
He looks...
but updated.
In my brain, right?
Right.
It looks like how I remember the MK2 version of it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's done so well.
Brings it to life. It updates what you imagined it to be.
How do you feel about
the
direction they're taking with him?
Okay, I had a lot to think about with what they showed.
Yeah.
And god damn it, I'm so fucking happy with it.
Because he's more of a victim of circumstance in this one.
Yeah. I like... They've kept the idea that he's kind of this leader,
right, like a
protector
kind of leader
of his own people.
Right.
And in this case, they're not necessarily a different race or like natural born people, but a big disease
so I guess the big thing is that Tarkot is this disease that turns people into these kind of, monsters or whatever.
It was interesting, though. So, I like the take they had on him. I loved how he looked like he played.
Like, it all feels a lot more grounded.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they're going for.
Yeah, except, what? Like, Shang Tsung's still going to be stealing your souls and shit.
Yeah.
And if, Motaro is clearly in the story mode, so,
and fucking, what's-her-face, Sonya's in an old fucking workout getup. It doesn't make sense. A lot of it's bullshit.
The cameos technically...
Oh, you told me this
exist outside of the canon.
It's just a weird thing.
But all I'm saying is that you're going super grounded, right? But then you have a fucking Minotaur or a Centaur show up. It's like, wait, what? That doesn't track.
Look, there's only so grounded you can go. Everyone's got magical kung fu powers.
But Baraka looks, I got to tell you, and then watching the gameplay,
right? That's what I was going to say.
It was rage-inducing for me.
Because it was so good for him.
I was already getting the PTSD of when we used to play in 11, except now he can do aerial shit, and I'm like,
he's got aerials, he's got his blade dash.
I'm already getting mad.
So much of his iconic moves and kit in there. It was great. I love it.
It is so exciting. So they hit us with that, right? And then the 1-2 punch.
Right.
What did they hit us with the second one?
Oh, they hit us with the little. So you're talking about the San Diego Con,
right? So then we got the Johnny Cage trailer. Was the second one. That was the middle.
See, I didn't know the order of these.
Yeah. The last. We'll get to the last one.
Okay.
But so that
we'll talk about that in a sec.
We knew this movie was around, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they've been talking about it a little bit.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was the MK Legends cage match movie.
Have you seen...
They released the trailer. I've actually only seen about half of the Scorpion one.
It's all relatively good.
That's what I saw was fantastic.
It's better than... It's far and away better than
any of the live action shit they've ever made.
Yeah, although I will say Mortal Kombat 1 just has that.
Yeah, that's nostalgia speaking. I've watched that movie within the last month.
Yeah, it's great because it's so awful.
It's fantastically terrible.
Right.
It's bad in the exact right way.
Right. But I would also say Street Fighter's bad in that way too.
God.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like
both of these franchises are so dear to me.
Yeah, they're very good. So obviously, Cage Match is everything you want.
Oh my! It was everything, Johnny Cage.
You have humor's on point.
Dialed to an 11.
Yeah,
I love it.
The art style's incredible. It's got the '80s vibe, which is crazy.
Yep,
and then
loved it.
Fucking out of nowhere, Gilbert Godfrey in his last role.
That's what I was gonna say.
What?
I was like,
what?
Gilbert Godfrey?
I had to do a double take, and I rewound
it.
Yeah, I went back. I was like, is that Iago? No.
I love it.
Yeah.
What a great find.
What a way to go out, too.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect role.
It looks so good. They didn't announce a date yet, but I am foaming at the mouth for that.
I need it.
It looks so good. And then ultimately they closed the show with the Raiko Mutaro thing, but they didn't show the public that.
Which is a shame. But...
Yeah, I don't know why they're hiding it. Like, it got out.
Yeah, right.
They closed the show with the Combat Pack 1 trailer.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, as far as it goes, and I've said this to you, this was supposed to be an Injustice game. There's no there's no way I don't know why it's not. Boone said it was because, if they made an Injustice game, it would have been 10 years between 11 and 12 on Mortal Kombat.
I guess. Which, you know what? He's a little right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Look, you don't want that franchise to cool down.
That's kind of a gap, man.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Because it's red hot
You know
right
what needs to happen is they have to, if they want to keep making Injustice games, they have to expand NetherRealm.
Oh, yeah.
To be a 2 IP company, you got to be working on them simultaneously.
Exactly.
That's it. So, and you can tell by the DLC.
Scary. It's scary to split the talent,
I know, but, obviously, you got to do it. Then you get, Lion King and Pocahontas came out at the same time.
It's true.
So obviously Omni-Man starts with Omni-Man doing the superhero land. Looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Super good.
Yeah. Then we get everybody else kind of walks out like they did in the last one too. You get fucking
Peacemaker.
You get which is John Cena, which come on.
That's
incredible.
Pretty awesome. You get Quan Chi,
which he looks a little wonky.
Yep. And then you get Ermac.
Which I love Ermac. I hate the design.
Yeah. Ermac has always been if he's in the game and none of my major mains are,
you give him a shot.
Johnny Cage and fucking Baraka, then I'll go Ermac.
Yeah.
He's my third place. That's pretty fucking good.
The thing of it is,
he looks terrible.
He's always had a very
play this mummy piece of shit.
The thing is, he's always had a very cool design.
Yep.
Right? But if you watch his evolution, it seems like they're showing more and more of his face.
And that's not
the way you want to go.
Right.
Because in 9, right, he was totally wrapped up.
Exactly.
And then in 10...
he had that weird semi-wrap.
Right, but you could kind of start to see what was behind the bandages.
Exactly, yep.
And then he wasn't in 11, obviously.
Yep. Well, he was on the spike.
And that design wasn't bad. I mean,
that was actually better than 9 or 10, I thought.
And then I don't understand why he doesn't have either a mask or wrappings on. You're not supposed to see his face. The whole thing is he's just a bunch of souls held together in a human skin like Devora.
Yeah.
It's not, she's bugs, but,
Right.
Come on. Cover his fucking face, Mr.
It doesn't
Boone.
look good.
What are you doing?
It really doesn't.
And then obviously Takeda, which I thought was it's an odd choice.
People really fucked with Takeda.
Yeah, he's a fan favorite.
He wasn't for me at all.
But my guess would be it's probably because the guy who started the Shirai Ryu was Takeda.
Yes.
And then they just named the kid Takeda to honor him or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe it's that. But even still, it's going to be Takeda.
With the gear he had on, I don't think so.
Yeah, he looks like
New Age Takeda.
I don't know. I didn't, as far as the combat kids go, I thought he was the best.
I thought he was like amongst the worst.
I didn't like Kung Jin. I thought his playstyle was lame.
Oh no, Kung Jin was worse. I forgot about Kung Jin, which goes
You
to
remember
show
he
how
existed,
fucking
yeah.
terrible he
Yeah,
is.
Kung Jin sucked. Jackie was...
Cassie is the best because Cassie
Yeah,
perfectly
all right,
marries
that's
the
fair.
elements of her fucking parents.
Cassie was a home run.
Yep.
See, but then I thought Takeda was the I like Takeda more than Jackie.
See, you know what? I disagree, and here's why.
Okay.
Scorpion is more iconic than Jax is. I love Jax. He does not emblemize Mortal Kombat the way Scorpion does.
Okay.
So if you're going to ape off of the Scorpion character, you have to fucking nail it. If you're going to ape off of Jax, it doesn't
can be
require...
a little lesser.
Right.
I see. And I will say this, it does give Jax's story a lot more heart.
That's exactly it. I was going to say...
It's not Scorpion's kid, so it's not the same.
Builds on Jax so much.
Yeah.
And Jackie's just a good character in and of herself.
She was tough. She played well.
Right. She represents her father well. You know, it's cool. Takeda is so pointless, he didn't even make it to the next game.
That's a fair point. Well, they wanted him back, and he's back.
Yeah. And even then, as DLC.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't know.
He's still beating Kung Jin because... Again,
yeah,
wow,
I don't know.
I can't even fucking believe
I shouldn't say
I
never
forgot
because
he existed.
Who expected Darius to be a cameo?
Yeah, what in the hell? These cast choices are insane.
Darius caught me off guard.
You know what? At first, I hated it. I was like, "Give me my iconic character." Then I realized,
no.
You gave me all of the freaks.
Yeah.
I love it.
Right. It gets to a point where it gets so absurd. Like
you're going to treat these guys as the main cast now.
Here's what's incredible,
and
right?
that's good.
I was so hyped when they showed Baraka.
Oh, God,
and then Darius runs out, throws him to the ground, and then runs away. And I just go, was that fucking Darius?
Yeah, like, of all things.
Right, of all fucking characters, Darius.
Oh, yeah. Dude, NetherRealm's going to knock it out of the park again. God damn it,
Listen,
they're good.
So obviously I got my hands on Street Fighter thanks to you.
Yep.
It is incredibly fun.
It's a great game. It is
so for me, it doesn't hit as hard as MK does.
Sure.
But I will say this. The polish and the balance is incredible.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's super good.
I like the world tour. I didn't like it at first, and then I lean into the absurdity.
Exactly. It's hilarious.
Oh, you just I'm punching mimes and shit.
Yeah, I showed you a video just before we started.
Oh.
A man is playing through World Tour as Smeagol.
Yeah, you got to. And what's even better is he's doing the voice.
Yeah, he's adding the voices to cutscenes. It's perfect.
Oh, it's so good.
Everything I wanted.
Tekken 8.
Yeah.
And King of Fighters.
The fighting game community is living goddamn large.
Yeah,
I mean, we just recently got Guilty Gear Strive. Everything is coming up for us.
And
we're rising as a people.
Though? It's all the way up. It's all very polished. I've played MK1. It feels fucking good.
I took vacation time so I can watch all of Evo this year.
Oh my.
Yeah, we're gonna have to reschedule some of the cast.
Really?
If it falls on that day. I'm watching some goddamned or we can do it at like midnight. I don't care.
Yeah, well, you know me. I'm down to fucking clown.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for Evo, more so because we're gonna get another character reveal, obviously.
Yeah, that's big. I love it.
I like to watch, here's the thing. I'm not a huge... I like Scar more than Sonic Fox, personally, in the fighting community.
Okay.
But it is entertaining to watch these guys do shit.
Yeah.
You know, like Sonic Fox... Like him or not. Like him or not, dude is incredible.
He is insanely talented.
Yeah.
To play at the level... Yeah. Look. Yeah. I'm not even going to go into it.
I know, because
it's such a thing.
Boiling.
Right.
All right. Let's get off of games for a minute.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Well, can you tell we like
for people
who
aren't into fighting games? Skip to what we're in now.
Yeah, don't skip. Listen to it all. Tough it out.
You'll get through it.
Yeah, you'll
Take
be all
your
right.
medicine.
Let's talk about something that's going on, in the entertainment industry right now.
Sure, give it to me.
Obviously, we're about a month and a half into the writers' strike, and about a week or 2 weeks at this point into the actors' strike.
Right.
Now, this is the first time that they've both striked since 1960 at the same time.
Crazy.
Yeah, the world is broken. Greed is out of control.
Yeah, it's
too far.
getting apocalyptic, but yeah.
Now,
Sure.
now,
About this specifically.
let me tell you something that cements the fact that I'm on the right track.
Yeah, okay. Tell me why you're the hero.
Okay. It's not the hero. I feel like I'm on the right
Not
side
actively
of
burning things down.
I'm on the right side of history.
Okay.
Let me tell you why.
Go ahead.
Most studios have shut down.
Uh-huh.
You know what studio is not shut down and has full support and
A24.
permission? Yeah.
I know.
They
because
are incredible.
They honor all of
they
the conditions.
accepted all the demands because they're not cunts. They go, oh, you want better working conditions? Sure, we agree.
Oh, you'd like to be treated like people?
Yeah, like humans. Oh, you know what? We have billions of dollars. We really don't
Sure.
need any more.
Okay.
It's about the movies
How
for us.
fucking hard was that?
Some of the greatest moments so far for me of this
Yep.
strike has
Damn
been.
it, I wanted to hit you with the old A24.
Come on, you don't think I'm on A24 news?
I know.
Come on, I've been singing their praises for years.
Look, you and everyone else, they're fucking amazing.
I know me and everyone else, but I'm fighting with my partner over The Witch being the horror classic.
Oh, it's iconic.
It's a modern day horror class. So,
One of the tensest movies.
go ahead. I know. So,
I'll let you cook.
but so A24 obviously has the thumbs up, right? Which
Right,
makes me
right.
feel it just cements, because I was like, I think A24 is the greatest studio out there right now in terms of both creativity and the people that are running it. And the reason I say the people that are running it is because the CEOs don't go to any of the events. Like they send the marketing people and stuff,
Okay.
but that's not their thing. They're like, look, we're running the company. We're not. It's not for us to go to the red carpets and shit. Nobody wants to see
Sure,
us. And
right.
it's like, oh, you get it.
Right.
You can do.
They're doing the business. That's
right,
what it's about.
Exactly. Let the creative people create. Be the businessman. And that's why we're having such a flux in Hollywood right now, because all of
Sure.
these fucking businessmen want to be creative.
Right, or they want to
Pick
be
a path.
famous too.
Pick a fucking path.
Yeah.
One of my favorite moments in the strike so far has been Bob Iger.
Yeah.
Cunt. He's a cunt. Bob Iger sitting, giving an interview. He's at his billionaire summer retreat, right? Mm-hmm. He's got his fucking, zip up hoodie on or whatever the fuck those
Sure.
people wear. And he goes, the writers and actors, what they want is unrealistic. And then a week later, he's photographed reading a book on his mega yacht. Like,
Yeah.
what? What do you mean it's unrealistic?
Unrealistic.
Yeah, I have a giant boat that's worth more than neighborhoods.
Oh, much more than
Yeah,
neighborhoods.
you could buy a small town.
Fucking
Like, what a fucking...
insanity.
Like, how can you deliver... Like, not only is... Here's the level of cognitive dissonance. Not only do you deliver that straight-faced,
Yeah.
you expect the general public to go, you know what? He's
Just
the
to buy it, be
victim.
like, yeah,
You
you know what?
Fuck the writers. Like, what is wrong
They're
with...
being that unreasonable.
Yeah, like, Bob needs another... Like, what happens when the new boat comes out? He's not going to be able to buy it?
Yeah, he can't provide each of his children a yacht this Christmas.
Yeah, like, oh my God, like one of his kids is going to have to go to Yale instead of fucking Harvard or something.
Far from even that.
I know. It's well, he's got to buy, his kids aren't smart. He's got to buy a fucking...
Oh, far from even... Look, he would need to be reduced to like 1% of his wealth for that to be a concern.
The thing of it is, right, is that I think that most people at this point are the wealth cap has become so insane, without making this political, that when wealthy people start crying about, like
Right.
when Bob Iger gets out,
They're
like,
victims.
Like, the thing is, where is his PR in all of this? Like, don't do a fucking
Stopping
interview.
it. Yeah.
You're the bad guy. Like, I'm
Right.
sorry that you have to hear this.
should be faceless.
But the problem is this, is that they get behind like the, yeah, but we're super inclusive now, and we have all this good shit going on. Like
Right.
we're trying to bring up, minorities and shit, which is great.
Yep.
Except when you guys do it, it feels fake. It feels fake.
Extremely.
You're doing it to make money.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not doing it to help people. You're doing it to make money.
Right.
So when you get on there and you go, it's unrealistic. I can't be having.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, A24
Can be having it. They had
and
it immediately.
Right, they're a fraction of the size that you are.
Yeah.
Maybe,
comparatively.
and you know what the worst part is? It would be like you have to get the LX package instead of the EX package on the boat.
Yeah.
That's the hit that he would take. Maybe. like maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, exactly.
It's disgusting.
But you were telling me about some
so the other
real interesting
the other
niche on this whole topic.
Yeah, so the other strike thing that I thought was really incredible is because both of the writers and the actors are striking, right?
Right.
We're in a very weird place because obviously, and feel free to disagree with me on this, but I would say that content creation is, quickly becoming more consumed than...
I was going to say the number one consumed media source, pretty much.
So obviously there's not a union for content creators, right? And they don't qualify. Well, they don't qualify for like SAG or any of that shit, right?
Right, sure.
So what's happening is they're prime scab material because people know who they are, right?
These are your new celebrities.
Right. So it's like if you still need an influencer to fill a seat, instead of getting Brad Pitt to do it, you get, whoever's big on, you can get
Logan Paul or whatever,
like
right?
whoever it is, right? Now, if you do that, now you can still make your content. That's not scabbing.
Yep.
But if you go to a premiere, that is scabbing because you're taking union work, right? So like the shit we're doing, totally fine. Now, I don't know. As far as I know, we could also have union members on the cast, and that would be okay because we're not part of the studios either. So we're kind of like you know what I mean? Like we're an outlet that if people wanted to get on there, just saying, everybody, like if
this is a way of having entertainment without.
It's a way to entertain without getting in trouble with the union.
Right.
Now, we fully back. We fully back the writers, and here's the thing: I'm hypercritical of what's going on in Disney right now, and I blame the writers. I think that the stories that they're writing suck. That being said, I'm 100% on board with the writers and the actors. They should get everything they want and more.
Yeah.
Fuck rich people.
Despite the quality of some recent films, I
matter.
think that writers need to be treated like human beings.
Right. You need not
yet ready to send them to the camps.
No, you need to take care of people.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. It's humanity. That's what it should be, at least.
And you know how I feel about corpos. I don't think they bring anything good to the table.
No value to their humanity.
So that being said, Catalyst is out there in full support of SAG and the Writers Guild. We're in full support, SAG-AFTRA and the Writers Guild.
Sign off on that.
Now, what's been interesting is there are a couple of TikTokers that I pay attention to more so because I'm shocked that they have an audience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
the painfully unfunny people that have 1 million views.
It's the Miranda Sings thing. Like, I don't understand why people watch her. I assume it's just for the cringe. Right? Like, you're just addicted to the cringe. She's not funny.
To someone, she's got to be.
Or that you get addicted to cringe.
Yeah. I'm sure that's a massive part of it as well.
So there's a content creator who goes, won't say his full name. I don't want to dox anybody, but I'm going to tell you his username. Calling Your Mom is his username on TikTok. And he basically wants to portray himself as a cross between...
Like a Chris Farley.
And like a John Candy... or Elaine, what did he call? Whatever. Like, that's just the type of humor that he wants to sort of portray.
Right.
Now, I've seen videos of him, like, acting like a bird, like making bird noises and shit.
Yeah.
So he does stuff like that. He does that thing that Chris Farley used to do where he, like, tucks his chin in and, like, makes a goofy face. It doesn't really it doesn't
land with him.
No, but for whatever reason, he's been able to.
Lacks the artistry.
Yeah, he's been able to amass a base of about 9.3 million followers.
Perhaps he has some artistry.
Whatever he's doing is working.
Right.
And so, I'm watching it, and I can tell that there's a passion there, right? Like, regardless of whether he's good or not, he does have a passion. And you can see it's starting to break for him, right? Like, people are paying attention. Maybe it's not going as fast, and I can relate to that. It's not going as fast as you need it to.
Shit sometimes takes time.
Right. But then he fucked up. And this is my new, I'm going to hell for this. This is my guilty pleasure watching you implode.
You're watching him crash and burn. And they're just like, oh, this is my content.
So
for the
basically what happened was he got offered a TV show.
Okay.
Supposedly by a company that is making a new, it's all very thin, right?
Okay.
Making a new streaming service, right? Someone got on the phone, promised him the world, basically.
Right.
Told him he had the it factor. If anyone ever said that, if I got a phone call and they're like, "Hey, I'm a producer. We want to move Catalyst Corner to the next level. You guys have the it factor." I'd be like, "I'm good. You're a fucking scam artist." Like, nobody talks like that.
Got the it factor.
Right.
That's how you get trafficked.
Yeah, like, in Taken, I don't know if you remember this, but like before he pulled her from out of the bed, he snuck down, he pulled open the sheet, and he goes, "You have the it factor."
Yeah, I remember that. That's it. Yep.
That's how it happens.
Part of it.
Yeah, they'd let you know. So he basically said, like, "Hey, I got I may have just had a potentially life-changing meeting." And then someone points out, like, "Hey, SAG is on strike, right?" Like, just trying to be like, "Hey, make sure, don't," because the way that it works is if you scab, you get blacklisted from the union.
Right.
You can never become SAG.
Yep.
So it's like, hey, maybe don't, just, like, I'm glad it's breaking for you, but, like, it might not be the right time to take anything.
You might want to wait, let that cook.
Right. So if it's breaking, just give it some time, let them work it out, and then you'll be good to go.
Right.
And instead, his response is,
fuck SAG.
Fuck SAG. I'm not part of the union. I'll never be part of the union. I don't care if Hollywood is striking.
Right. I'm not.
Right. And so, and it's like, oh, they call all non-union people scabs? That really says something about their character. And it's like, that's
you
not...
You just don't understand how this works, do you?
You're a mouth breather that has had... Here's what it is. It's 30% skill, 70% dumb luck. That's how this fucking planet operates, dude.
100% concentrated power of will.
Yeah, you have to masturbate every day. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah,
listen,
whatever.
So he says that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there when he says that, and I'm aware that we're not in violation of SAG right now. I wanted to make sure. We're not trying to...
Yeah, you were just talking about that. Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, we're not scabs, and we're still making content. Right. You're a fucking scab because you're taking work from union members.
Yep. Studios and shit.
Right.
Working with them.
And the thing of it is, the incredible part is, it's just like, but even if this all dies down, you've burned your you'll like
right. It's over.
Right. You've destroyed your career.
You publicly outed that you wanted to do.
And you may not think you destroyed your career, but
it will never go in that direction again.
Even if you never become part of SAG, 90% of the productions are done by SAG and SAG affiliates.
Yeah.
And if you are blackballed, you're blackballed.
Yeah.
So congratulations. You've ruined your career.
Yeah.
It may be time to put the Wendy's hat on and get back. Well,
he still has a mostly successful TikTok.
Oh, he's taken such a hit, though.
Yeah, because that's such a brain-dead stance to have taken.
It is incredible, because instead of just being like, fuck billionaires, you're like, I don't care. It's like, that's not the right stance to take. Billionaires are actively evil people.
Yeah.
He doubled down and then started bringing faith into it, too. He's like,
oh, yeah.
That's where it gets crazy.
See, that's wild to me. As a person of faith myself, this, like, weird way that some people use it as, like, you can't victimize me. I have faith.
Right. You know, I'm...
It's, like, weird. They treat themselves like a protected class because of it.
People are bigoted against me because I'm a Christian.
That's what it is.
Yeah. And it's like, no, you're a cunt.
We're the most victimized people.
Right. It's like, I don't know about all that.
Fucking religion on earth.
People are sex trafficked.
It might be Islam at this point. I don't know. One of the two.
Regardless.
Either way.
And the thing of it is, right? So he burns his career to the ground, and instead of like, you know, and like people were sympathetic to him even then.
Right.
Like you had actors and writers and stuff like going on there and being like, "Hey man, you haven't done anything yet. Like, we get it. It's a big break for you. You're trying to get in.
Right.
Don't do anything stupid, right?" And instead of being like, "Wow, even now I fucked up."
But
like,
people are looking out for me, trying to keep me
so it's like, you know what? Maybe if, like, I think if he came on after that and goes, you know, I made some crazy, outlandish statements.
Yep.
I didn't know what I was talking about. I spoke to some people in the industry.
Yeah.
I was in the wrong.
Yep.
If he had done it,
poor take of
if he had done it then,
yep,
he could have still salvaged his career.
Right. Pulled it from the fire, at least to an extent.
But my dude doubles down.
Yeah.
Brings in the religion, right? Mm-hmm. So he's Oppenheimering the already scorched earth of his career,
good,
right? And
right.
then,
as you'd like to do,
right? But then someone important must have said to him, "Cut the shit, boy," because he gets on there and goes, "Look, I'm going to be quoted in the New York Times for the things I've been saying on here.
Yeah,
I just want to let everyone know I stand with SAG and the writers."
I misspoke. People didn't know what I meant to say. Oh, I have this quirk where I try to say one thing and I say another. I've always supported them.
And it's just like, but you haven't. You were proud to be labeled a scab.
There's videos of him being basically, fuck SAG. I'll be king of the fucking scabs if I need to.
That's what he said. And it's just like, you're a lunatic. You're a lunatic. You have destroyed your career.
Right. Crazy.
Those have been my two favorite, like, just tone deaf on either side of the aisle.
Yeah, I think everyone can enjoy a good crash and burn.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just been a wild ride, you know?
It has. It's interesting to see people's reactions to it, because on one hand, at least with, like, SAG, I know some people are like, oh, well, they're celebrities, they'll get by. Whatever.
It's not about the celebrities,
right.
though. It's about the regular people that are doing it.
Right. It's about that. It's about the writers. It's about the fucking...
And take it a step further.
Billionaire studios that are trying...
billionaires. Right. It's not about, hey, it's very frustrating.
You don't got to justify it to me, but that's the weird way some people are taking it.
Yeah, never take if you take the side of a billionaire, you're in the wrong.
Yeah, you're insane.
Like, period.
Yeah, there's probably very little variation.
You don't become a billionaire
by
doing
being a
anything
good person.
Doing anything good. You are actively hurting other people to become a billionaire. Fuck them.
Yep, that's what I say.
All right, let's put this one to bed.
Yeah, a political one. Sort of.
Like, kind of. I can't imagine if you said to most regular people on either side of the aisle, fuck the billionaires, they'd go, hell no.
I've got some news for you.
What do you got?
I know a lot of people on one side of the aisle, and they all would be like, what do you mean?
I mean, fuck them. They're bad people.
I know. We'll talk about it. Put this one to fucking bed.
All right.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. I have to get on my mega yacht. All right. Let's put it to bed. Paul, what do you got going on?
This episode brought to you by communism.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, comrade. Comrade Paul, what do you got going on? The FBI is going to use this later.
As soon as I finish up on this little pet project of mine, I'm going to get right back into painting my Leviathan box.
Yeah, nice.
You get to see some of that. Might have some special stuff in there. I got a flying hive tyrant I want wanting to get some paint on.
Very
so
cool.
We'll
Very
see,
excited
we'll see what we
for the
get.
content to start rolling back up.
Yeah. I'm getting reacclimated to family being around, so I'll get the content rolling again.
All right, guys. So that's episode 63 of The Corner. You know where we're at. CatalystCrafting.com is the main website. Catalyst Creations NH is the Etsy store. Moving and grooving. Doing pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
We started an Indiegogo. So if you want some fun loot and you want to help support us, you can check that out.
Oh, yeah.
Indiegogo.com/CatalystCrafting. But what's going on with you guys? Are you excited for Mortal Kombat? This is like an event for me. Every 5 years, I put on my gi.
Sit. Only the top, no pants.
Yeah, Donald Duckett.
Yeah.
Yeah, Are you excited for that? Are you a fighting game aficionado? Do you think we're eating well? What's your take on the SAG strike? I mean, do you side with the billionaires? Can we all at least agree that A24 is the shit?
Yeah.
All right.
Incredible.
And are you interested in coming over and swimming in my underground pool? Because invitations are open.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
Talk
crew.
to us.
We'll catch you on the next one.